like to say good evening to everyone, all that are present, to all our listeners. Giving our praise to God the Father and to His Son, our Savior, Jesus Christ, our teacher, our leader, our guide, the Holy Spirit. Again, we thank God for an opportunity to come down to further study from God's holy word. As I stated before, these Sunday school lessons we have, to me, they line up with what's going on in our world today. And these lessons are designed to give the Christians the strength that they need and to help us in times like this. Because what we've been studying about is Israel's early leaders. And the reason I say they line up with the time that we're living in, do we know what got the world and America in the shape that she's in right now? It's bad leadership.
That's right. Yeah.
The leadership is bad all over the world. And one reason leadership is bad all over the world is because leaders are not seeking leadership from God. And until the world, and especially this nation, America, turn herself back to God, we're going to continue to be on the path that we're on. Look at our subject on our lesson today. Samuel's leadership brings victory. And the nation of Israel, in her early stages, she was oppressed. We've been studying about these judges. She was oppressed about the Philistines because she was not living according to what thus said the Lord.
That's right.
The world, and I'm going to get away from the world quickly and talk about America. America is not living according to what thus said the Lord. We say that we are a nation that believes in God and asks God to bless America. But God cannot bless America if America is not walking and traveling down the path that the Lord has for her. And for this lesson to come up today, because we've been devastated with some decisions that's been made by our leadership. And this is why so many of our states are in red. It's dealing with leadership. So these lessons are on time. And again, we're saying Samuel's leadership bring victory. And I was helped so much studying about Samson because it wasn't Samson.
No, that's right.
It was the Lord using Samson.
That's right. That's right.
Because we know that Samson, he was selfish. He leaned towards his own understanding, but the Lord called him before he was born into this world, and the Lord had a job for him to do. And that's what's so good about the Lord. God's job will get done.
Yep.
And as bad off as Samson was, he completed his mission, and he ended up into the Hebrew Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Because we might look at it from one point, and I stated, there's only so much that we can learn, but we don't know all that went on with this man. But one thing we do know, he paid for his mistakes that he made, and he ended up in the Hebrew Hall of Fame, 11th chapter Hebrew. And not only that, his mission was completed. In this week, we are studying about Samuel. One thing about Samuel, he was a Nazarite, just like Samson was a Nazarite. But we don't find that Samson, he made a lot of errors, Matter of fact, I can't find any, but we know that there's only one perfect, and that's Jesus Christ.
That's right.
But just a little background on who Samuel is. We know that Samuel's mother name was Hannah, and she could not have children. She was married to a man named Elkanah, who had 2 wives.
Yep.
And his wife, Peninnah, she had children, and she made fun of Hannah because Hannah could not have children. But Hannah prayed to the Lord.
That's right.
And the Lord revealed unto her that I'm going to bless you with a son.
Yep.
And she made the Lord a promise.
That's
If
right.
you bless me with a son, I'm going to give this son back to you. And when she was blessed with a son, after he got finished nursing, she took him to the temple under Eli.
That's right.
And he stayed there.
That's right.
So this boy had 3 titles.
Yes,
He's a judge,
yes, it would.
he's a priest, and he's also a prophet.
That's right.
And he was an upright man with the Lord.
Yep.
And when he come on the scene, the nation of Israel had turned back to their sinful ways for 20 years. And the Lord sent him to bring the nation of Israel back to him. And that shows us how good God is. Before people even, God give us leaders before they even born into this world.
That's right.
And he give us these leaders to lead his people. Now what we're dealing with Samuel here, he is the last judge
Yes, sir.
that's going to judge God's people.
Yes, sir.
And I was telling you, some of those other judges, they was military minded, but his judging also deal with the courtroom. Politically, he was a judge, and he also led God's people. So we find in our lesson, started 1 Samuel, the 7th chapter. And it says that, and the men of Kirjath Jearim came and fetched up the ark of the Lord and brought it into the house of Abinadab in the hill and sanctified Eleazar his son to keep the ark of the Lord. So to understand that verse, I got to go back to round about chapter 5, because the nation of Israel, again, was under the authority of the Philistines. And when they messed up with God, it was God who was giving the Philistines this authority to rule over his people. And they took it like this: God had left us. But it wasn't that God was leaving them, that the life that they chose to live, they separated themselves from God. When they separated themselves from God because of the way they was living, then God allowed the Philistines to oppress them. And in this 20 years of being oppressed here, when we get into this 7th verse, 7 and 1, notice it's talking about where the men of Jearim came and fetched up the ark of the Lord and brought it to the house of Abinadab in the hill. The nation of Israel, when they was fighting with the Philistine was winning the battle. So on this occasion, and when you get time, you can read about this in the 4th chapter of 1 Samuel, the 4th chapter. We're going to find out that they went up to fight against the Philistine, and the Philistine killed over 4,000 Israelites. And when they lost that battle, they wanted to know where is God? Why God is not here helping us? So they put their heads together, and they wanted to go and get the Ark of the Covenant.
That's right.
And they was going to take the Ark of the Covenant with them,
Yep.
and go up against the Philistines a second time.
That's right.
And you can find this in 1 Samuel 4 and 10. And when they went up against the Philistine with the Ark of the Covenant, the Philistine defeated them and took the Ark away from them.
That's right.
And I want to say a little something about this. It's because when they went up to fight against them, they was not living according to God's standards. They're going to live how they choose to live, because during the days of the judges, the nation of Israel chose to live every man according to his own will. But it was always for the nation of Israel to live according to what thus said the Lord, because they was God's chosen people. So on this second battle, when they went up and they was confident that they had the Ark of Covenant, that they were going to win this battle. In the first battle, they lost 4,000 Israelites. But the second battle, with the presence of the Ark of the Covenant, they lost 30,000 Israelites were slaughtered.
Yep.
I know they want to ask the question, what's going on here with this? We got the Ark of the Covenant, and we fighting against them because the Ark of the Covenant represents God. Well, it was how they was treating the Ark of the Covenant. It was treating it like a rabbit foot or some type of lucky charm. That we're going to get this and go fight them, and we're going to win the battle. You got to serve God.
That's right.
And you got to serve God right. And not only that, you can't serve God just when you need God. You need to serve and worship God every day of your life. They was playing this game with God, and they think we're going to get the Ark of the Covenant, and we're going to win the battle. But once God withdrew himself from them, that was it. And it's not about the Ark of the Covenant. Yes, it's symbolic of the presence of God. And let me also share some with you. Yes, it was sacred unto God. But you cannot use it as no lucky charm. You cannot use it as no rabbit foot. And that same applies for our building, the church house. Yeah, it's just a house. It's a sacred place, but you can't use it as no lucky charm. I'm going to live the way I want to live, then I'm going to go to the Lord's house on Sunday and pray that he make everything. No, it does not work like that. You got to serve the Lord in spirit and in truth. So you can't play with him. They was playing with God. Now, at this point, once the Philistines obtained the Ark of the Covenant in that battle, they took it and they put it in one of their temples where they also kept Dagon, their God. And they noticed the first night, the first day that they put the Ark of the Covenant in there with Dagon, they went back the next day and they found Dagon had fallen over on his face. And they stood him back up and sit him back beside the Ark of the Covenant. And the next morning when they got up to go check on the Ark of the Covenant and their God Dagon, that they found out that Dagon had fallen again. But this time his neck had been broken and his arms and his legs had been separated from his body. You do not put our God beside no other God. Because he is This Ark of the Covenant, it was sacred, but you can't use it for no lucky charm, for no racket foot. And something else happened here. The Philistines took it into battle, and even after they went in there and they found out that their God had fallen on his face, broken all to pieces, then God, it's called Ambrose, if you read it, that they came, the men, the Philistines became sick with what they call Ambrose, which is tumors. And they was having all of these tumors, and they realized that, look, the reason all this happened to us is because of the Israelites' Ark of the Covenant, which is sacred to God. We got to get rid of this Ark of the Covenant.
All right. Amen.
So God was showing them that you don't play with me. And he was going to let the Philistines know you got your hands on something that you're going to have to get your hands off of. Because the men was having tumors, sickness all into their camp. And once they recognized that what's happening to us this is not natural, this has to be the work of God. But then they got 2 cows. And they put that Ark on the covenant. And they pointed the cows in a direction. And they said, we're going to see where these cows, and the cows headed to verse 71. They didn't guide the cows. But with that Ark of the Covenant, God was bringing that Ark of the Covenant back into the people that should have had the Ark of the Covenant. And this is where the 7 and 1 come in. And the men of the Jerim came and fetched up the Ark. They took it off of this cart that these 2 cows, that these Philistines put it on there, just turned the cows loose. And this is where it ended up at. And they brought it into the house of Abinadab in the hill and sanctified Eleazar, his son, to keep the Ark of the Lord. And this house that they brought it to, they sanctified Eleazar. Who is Eleazar? We don't have a lot of information on him, but he's from the tribe of the Levites. Because there are only certain people that could handle the Ark of the Covenant.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
I thank the Lord, the way we handle God's business with what's sacred to us in 2020. If you don't know what it is, it's dealing with the Lord's Supper. And it's sacred, and I thank God. We changed over from having it from nighttime, and I kind of went into a few things about it. Everybody know why I had it at night. We was doing it at night because of that's when Jesus and his disciples had it was at night, and we was continuing to do that. But I went into a few more details because I also, when I leading the flock, there's reasons sometimes I don't speak of why I do things, and I read about it this week. It was because if you take this unworthy, you could bring damnation to your own self. You could find yourself sick, and you could also find yourself dealing with physical death. And that's why I prefer to make it a separate service, that we come back and make sure that we're right with ourselves. Because just like God did not let these people play with this Ark of the Covenant, we are not to play with the Lord's Supper. It is sacred. And I thank God we have to find out what's sacred and keep it sacred. So all went on here. These Philistines, we got to get rid of this. And this is how it ended up in verse 1. And not only that, when they got back to sanctify this guy, Eleazar, they knew that it had to come from the tribe of the Levites, because that's who God had given authorization to even put their hands on the Ark of the Covenant. And we know when they was crossing over, it looked like it was going to fall. A man went up, his intention was good, because it looked like they were going to drop it when they were getting ready to cross over. I think it was the Jordan. And he was going to go up in heaven and put his hands on it and fell dead. what's sacred with God is sacred with God, and we have to keep these things sacred with God.
That's right.
And this is what's going on here. So they wanted to make sure that this Eleazar was from the tribe of the Levi, and they sanctified him because they wanted to do it right. Now, during this time, they got a leader that know who God is. And his name is Samuel. And it said it came to, verse 2, and it came to pass, while the ark abode in Kirjath Jearim, that the time was long. But it was 20 years. And all the house of Israel lamented after the Lord. What do you mean they lamented after the Lord? When they found out that God was no longer with them, they found out because they were being oppressed by another nation. And then when they got pushed so hard until they wanted to go and defend themselves by going into battle against the Philistines, they thought when they went in there the first time, they thought God was with them. And then when they lost the battle, they realized that God is not with us. So they're going to get smart. And so let's go get the Ark of the Covenant, which is symbolic of the Lord, and they go into battle the second time, and they end up losing 30,000 men being slaughtered. It was because they were using their own way of thinking. What does the scripture tell us? Lean not to your own understanding. We got to acknowledge the Lord in all that we do. But they were leaning toward their own understanding. They did not go to God. They went to the Ark of the Covenant. I'm telling you, it's symbolic of the same thing. We can't live in the way we want to live and then run up in the church house on Sunday thinking everything is going to be all right. It does not work like that.
Amen.
No, you got to get right with God. You got to stay right with God. And that's what I'm telling you, these lessons do. And we ought to be right with God all the time. With all this stuff going on in the world right today, it behooves us to get right with the Lord.
Amen.
That's right.
We can't depend on nobody leading us. The leader, the governor, the highest second ranking man, but the highest ranking man politically in the state of Texas, his leadership got us in the condition that we're in right now. Thank God we have a leader here in the city of Houston that's making good sound decisions. And there's one thing about the leader that we have in Houston, we know him, and we know that he is a man of who? He's a man of God. And my brother and my sister, we need to make sure that we're following whoever God gives leadership to, even in time like this, because Samuel is going to get them back on the right track.
Yep.
And it said that they was lamenting, they was mourning. Once they found out God was not with them, that's what they were doing. They was mourning because they realized, but they had it wrong. They were saying God have separated himself from us, but it was the other way around. The life that they were choosing, they separated themselves from God. America has separated herself from God.
That's it.
That's right. Amen.
Now, let me share something with you. Even though America has separated herself from God, do you not know that the church has the power to stand in the gap for America? But when the church get out of line with God, it's a terrible thing. And God didn't just shut everything, he shut his churches down. And left the ones he put in leadership to carry on. And I thank God for what the Green Meadow family is doing by staying tuned in to the Sunday service and to the Tuesday night Bible study. Because we need to be taught in these days to get right with God. Verse 2, the last word, Israel lamented after the Lord, moaning that they was crying. God knows how to get your attention. And God is getting our attention. Thank God. The president just telling me he had a conversation with a man, and he let him know, he's been hearing about, talk about what God's trying to do. God is not trying to do anything. God is doing something. Do you know anybody could have shut everything down throughout the whole world the way God shut it down? God shut everything down.
Amen. We did.
It's about time for people to open up their eyes and realize this is God moving. This is God talking.
See, he's God all over this world, and he's showing us.
Now, we're going to find out what happened, what the nation of Israel did in this lesson. This is what we got to continue to do. If we're not doing it, it started in verse 3. And Samuel spake unto all of the house of Israel. All of the house of Israel is symbolic, is Samuel spoke to the heads of the 12 nations of Israel. The 12 tribes. Saying, if you do return unto the Lord with your heart.
All
Thank you, Deacon Preston, because I sure need to leave that out. With all of your heart. You can't half-hearted. You can't run to God thinking he's going to fix this and I'm going to go back and do what I want to do. This is the man, the leader is telling them what they need to do. If you do return, so that word return means that they left the Lord. And he's telling them, if you return unto the Lord with all of your heart, and let me share something with you. God made your heart.
Yeah.
God knows about your heart. And God does not want you half-hearted. Half-hearted is symbolic of being straddled the fence. You need to make your decision on which side of the fence am I going to get on. And this is what he's telling the nation of Israel here. It has to be about all your heart. And put away those strange gods and Ashtaroth from among you, and prepare your heart unto the Lord. My brother, my sister, you just can't say, I'm going to do this. You have to prepare your heart.
Yeah. Yes.
You have to take control of your life.
Amen.
It's just doesn't naturally happen. It's just not called or not. You got to, the Holy Spirit talk to you, you got to listen to you. And you got to go out and pray. You got to ask God, Lord, I need help in this area.
Amen.
Because if we are in the world and not of the world, but because when we're in the world, that means when we was born into the world.
Right.
So that's what we have to change from being born sinners. It has to be a change. If any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things become new. And I don't care who you are or how long you've been a Christian. These are worldly ways going to keep popping up in your life.
Yes, they will.
And that's why he said you got to prepare your heart. You got to do something. You just can't say I'm going to do this and not put forth no effort. My brother, my sister, it's some effort. Have to go into being a Christian. What did Paul say? Every time I desire
Yes, sir.
to do good,
Evil.
evil is always present.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
And that's it. So you got to prepare your heart unto the Lord.
For the Lord.
And then he said, serve him only. Well, we can't serve all of this stuff we want to do in the world. We know you have to take care of yourself, you got to feed your family, but you got to put God first. He said, serve him only. And when you do this, Samuel is telling the nation of Israel, he will deliver you out of the hand of the Philistines. My brother, my sister, God will deliver us from all of this turmoil that's going on in this world on today.
Oh, yeah.
Like I tell you all the time, these people standing around here on these street corners with that sign in their hand. And they're going to use God's name in vain. But what they need to do is throw that sign away and find them a house of the Lord somewhere and come and give their life to God and start serving God in spirit and in truth. And you can see a change in their life. Notice that verse 3 is so important. Why is it so important? It's so important to me because when Samuel was talking to the nation of Israel, he knew what they would want to have victory over the Philistines with. And I hope you're a step ahead of me now. What was they dependent on to give them victory over the Philistines? It was the Ark of the Covenant. But the Ark of the Covenant cannot give you that victory. You need to give your life to God. In our case, we need to give it to Jesus Christ, who is the Son of God. Not by the Ark of the Covenant. You can't serve God. We can't serve this building over here. We come in here to worship. I think about what the fake church sound, Reverend Taylor. He said they come to worship, but we leave to do what? To serve the Lord.
Yeah.
See, we got to get this right. So we have to come in here on Sunday. It's not the building. It's not the preacher. It's not the deacon. It's not no one else. You come in here to serve God.
That's right.
And if you serve God, God will deliver you out of the hand of the Philistines. God, we're not dealing with no Philistine now. We're dealing with a virus.
Yeah.
And I heard they praying, Deacon Gilbert. Praying today. We're not living in no fear. We're being cautious. We're following instruction from the worldly leaders, because I keep telling the church in this time, I'm governing myself under what those that been put in high places. But let me tell you now, that does not mean that my final decision comes from God.
That's right.
And my brother and my sisters, I pray to God, but since this pandemic, I'm praying even more to God. It's no time. We need to have a strong relationship with the Lord. And this is what the leader, Samuel, is telling the nation of Israel here. And we're getting ready to leave there. Because the first two verses was dealing with, they had put their trust in the Ark of the Covenant. You can't put your trust in your job. You can't put your trust in your 401. You need to put your trust in the Lord. Because all of this stuff will be gone.
That's right.
You think about, at one time we had, 20 million people lost their job in a month's time. How many lives that were just torn to shatters. And all this is because of what's going on in the world today. Before I leave, I might mention some of these things. But we are at verses 4 now. And remember, this is Samuel, a man that his mother dedicated him to the Lord. He was standing there in the temple. And one night the Lord got to calling him. And he wanted to know, Eli, what you calling me for? And he was about 3 times, and he got finally told him, look, if you get another call, you better answer to the Lord. God prepared this boy for what he's doing right here with the nation here. God prepared leaders to lead his congregation of people. Because God wants us to have life and have life more abundantly. And be careful about who we put our trust in. Your trust needs to be in the serving God and serving God only. And in verse 4, then the children of Israel did put away Balaam and Ashtaroth and served the Lord only. Now, I want to get a little bit piece of verse 3 to go ahead on and include it with verse 4. When he told them to prepare your heart to serve the Lord, and he said here, and they put away Baal and Ashtaroth and they served the Lord. What they did is they went down on that, they repented. And how did they know to repent? Because they had a man of God that was leading them. They had a man of God that was talking to them, that was telling them what they need to do. And without Samuel advised, they put their trust in the Ark of the Covenant. But the man of God is saying it's not about the Ark of the Covenant. You put your trust in the Lord. You worship the Lord. You serve the Lord. Don't be half-hearted with the Lord. Give God your heart. And then we find out today, listen to the man of God that repented, and they got away from the other God. And it's amazing. Sometimes we look like people are prospering, and then we want to fall into the lifestyle they're falling in. We get this thing so mixed up because we want to judge the man because it might appear that he's prospering. But never forget what the Bible says. What will it profit a man
Gain the whole world.
if he gained the whole world and then he turn around and lose his soul?
What will it?
They don't talk about it now, but they used to say it a long time. They never seen no casket with no brink truck back there too.
Right?
Because when he leaves here, he's taking away the clothes that they put on his back.
That's it.
They won't last long.
The president said they won't last long. And all of his wealth and all the other stuff that he had, it's according on how he raised his family, because he could leave here and a war turn out
That's true.
about his earthly possession. And we living in a time now where more and more families, when the one that done work and obtain everything leave here, that the family become like cats and dogs. Because we got our eyes too much focused on worldly wealth. And I'm kind of slow about talking to other churches now. But mega churches, there's one thing that they focus on, and it's what?
Prosperity.
Prosperity. And I hate to have prosper and have everything and go to sleep
Yeah.
and wake up. Want somebody to just give me a tip of water. You know about the rich man.
Yes, sir.
Just give me a drop of water. Because it's hot down here.
Hold up.
And Lazarus woke up with a smile on his face. You can have your heaven down here if you want it. Here on earth. But give your life to Christ. And if you think you are living good because you have wealth while you're down here, because you have riches while you're down here, I got some news for you. What's waiting on the true believers? Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, nor have it entered into the heart what God has waiting on us.
I know.
And a country boy coming from the country used to ride on dirt roads.
I know you're right.
Look, Jeff, I was glad when I got to the city and everything was paid. But there's another city that I'm waiting to get
Yes,
to.
sir.
And the streets up there are also paved.
Oh, yeah.
And they paved with gold. I'm going to step out on a sheet of glass.
Yeah.
It's shining like, Lord, it's what God has waiting on us.
Yes, yes, sir.
And whatever you get down here, it's only for a short time.
All right.
No, and I'm not against that. Whatever God bless you with, yeah. Be thankful for that. But don't put your trust in it. Be thankful to God. Yes. We want all that we can have down here, and God made everything for us to have. But never put these things ahead of God. This is what happened with the nation of Israel, and this is why they start looking at these other gods, because they prospered. One of these gods was the gods of dealing with how the land prospered. And all the time we know how the land prospered, who it's coming from. If you don't know who it's coming from, he tell you I'll shut up the rain for a couple of years. Calling on somebody else, see what'll happen. I think we got verse 4, we finished.
Yes. very
Let's go to verse 5. Okay, so we find out we're up to this point where Samuel have gotten them to come back to the Lord, to fix their heart, to come back and serve God, and serve God only. And they repented of their wrongdoing. In verse 5 says, Samuel said, gather all Israel to Mizpah, and I will pray for you unto the Lord. Look at this man. What kind of leader does they have here?
Oh, yeah.
Praying leader. Telling them that I'm going to pray to God on your behalf. And I thank God that he was a praying man. And that's what he said here. And I will pray for you unto the Lord. And they obeyed him in this verse 6. And they gathered together the misfed and drew water and poured it out before the Lord and fasted on that day and said there, we have sinned against the Lord. And Samuel judged the children of Israel in Mizpah. And they said that this was Samuel acknowledged. He was dealing with them from a priestly standpoint. You remember Eli. He was under Eli, the priest. And I should have thrown this in earlier. Another thing got them in trouble. Eli, who was the priest, he was doing all right, but he ended up getting old, and he had 2 sons. And those sons became bad priests. They was doing the same thing to God's people that we see happening in our nation today. When they went to get the sacrifice, they were going to go to get portions of meat sacrifice, but these 2 boys were going to get everything. And a lot of times when they put the sacrifice up, they were boilers and they're supposed to stick a fork in there and everything, and whatever come back up, it belonged to them. They stopped doing that. You don't even cook the meat. We want everything. And Eli stood by and let these boys do this to God's people. Bad leadership. But we find Samuel here telling them, and Samuel judged the children of Israel in Mizpah. And what is this Mizpah? This Mizpah is a city that was founded upon a hill. And it was in northern Israel. And the fact that it was elevated so high up, they could stand there, it was like a watchtower. If any other nation or tribe or something wanted to come in, they could see them afar off and they could prepare to battle. And the reason he's telling them that we want to go to Mizpah is because we getting ready to go and war with the Philistines.
That's right.
You've been warned with them. They've lost 2 battles. And they moaning now because of the way they're being treated. And they're sending their prayers up to the Lord, and the Lord has heard their prayer. And the Lord has prepared a man by the name of Samuel to give them the victory. So he's telling them, let's go to Mizpah. And when the Philistines heard that the children of Israel, in verse 7, and when the Philistines heard that the children of Israel were gathered together to Mizpah, the lords of the Philistines, and these lords of the Philistines, there was 5 cities. And they was the head of these cities. And they was coming together. Now they had larger armies than the nation of Israel had. And they were stronger and they were prepared for fighting. So when they got together to Mizpah, the Lord of the Philistines went up against Israel. And when the children of Israel heard it, they were afraid of the Philistines. Now let's go into this. First of all, when Samuel was going to take them to this city where they could see, like it was a watchtower, before they could get there and get everything prepared, the Philistines heard about this. Now by this time, the Philistines feeling pretty good about themselves. Why? It's because they have defeated them twice. One time I told you, they defeated them and killed 4,000. And on the second battle, they slaughtered 30,000 Israelites. And now they see that they're headed up there. And the Philistines is thinking in their mind, before they can get up there and get prepared, let's go ahead and take them out. And there was a large number of the Israelites that came together because Samuel had talked to all of the Israelites. What he mean he had talked to the heads of the 12 tribes. And they was headed to this place. And the Philistines heard about this. And they didn't hesitate to prepare themselves that all of the Philistines could go up against the nation of Israel. At this time, they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We can take these Israelites. And we find out here at the end of verse 7 here that they were afraid of the Philistines. Now, I cannot teach you that they should not have been afraid, even though they should not have been. Well, they don't know as much about God as we know because of what they went through. How we can learn how God gave them the victory. But the thing about it, do we believe these stories? I do. Now these Israelites didn't have what we have to find out how God was with them, how God gave them victory, and how God gave them victory. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it's going to be how God's going to give them the victory right here with these Philistines. Yeah, they was afraid, but we can find out since they was afraid, and since we get caught into situations, God wants us to learn about them, and when we find ourselves in a situation but look like there's no way out, he don't want us afraid because we've learned what God can do for his people. When you repent and when you get right with God, going back to the prayer that he prayed tonight. Yeah, we cautious. We know that this is a pandemic. We take all the caution. We don't get up every morning scared. If I got to go to the store, I'm going to the store. Wherever I got to go, I'm going. And I got enough faith. My God can watch over me. Now I'm not going out there without no face mask on, being arrogant. I'm going to take all the precautions that they're telling us to take.
That's right.
And I got enough faith in God that if I do what I'm supposed to do, my God is going to watch over me.
That's right.
That's right.
Amen. Amen.
That's it. He'll take care of it.
So we find out that they was afraid, and two reasons. They doubted God, and God never wanted us doubting him. And the second reason was because they had been defeated twice by these Philistines. And they slaughtered 30,000 of these Israelites. But thank God they got a leader now that's leading them. A leader that's being led by God. And people think they don't think that we need to be led. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody come to you with no negative stuff about how the church is set up. Because one thing I can tell you, when Moses went up into the mountain to get the 10 Commandments, he was their leader. And he left Aaron in charge, right?
Right.
But could Aaron handle the people?
No.
He couldn't handle the people.
No way.
While he was up there, they threatened. They told Aaron, we'll kill you. We want a God that we're going to serve. We want a God that we can see. And all that gold they're giving you, he didn't ask them for the gold. They would put the pressure on him. He said, well, if you want one, you're willing to give up your gold, we'll make a golden calf. Why? Because Satan came in when the leader was gone away. And God heard the noise down in the camp. And God told Moses, you better go back down there and see about your people. Because this noise that I hear down there, and God recognized what the noise was. They were dancing naked. God recognized what the noise was. Go down there and see about your people, Moses. So you need a leader. God styled the church, that God styled the nation of Israel like this. And then talking about four parents that didn't know how to read or nothing. God gave them a leader that at least they believed him. And God blessed him then. But another way, when they came to worship God.
Yes, sir.
They was not for his book education. They was not educated as will when it comes to books. See, but guess what? We're nowhere close to them when they would come being educated out of the Bible and they couldn't read.
That's right.
And the key was that they believed.
That's right.
And they wanted to serve. And whatever little bit they learned, they're going to live it. And God bless, and they raised their children up the way God told them to raise their children. So we find here that they was afraid of the Philistines. This is a good lesson. Now, up at this point, I want to bring this up. Up until our point in our lesson, the Philistines are bold. The Philistines are the aggressor. Even though Samuel is preparing them to battle against the Philistines, up until this point, the Philistines are bold, aggressive, and God's people are what? Afraid. Up until this point. When we get into verse 8, and the children of Israel said, Samuel, cease not to cry unto the Lord our God for us, that he will save us out of the hand of the Philistines. What is going on in this verse, this 8th verse? They telling Samuel here, when they cease not to cry unto the Lord, cease not to pray to God.
Yeah.
They were telling the man not to stop praying to their God. And thank God that he was a praying man. And that's something that we have to learn how to pray. We all want to pray when we find ourselves in a jam, in a tight spot, something that is going to put some fear in us. But thank God for Philippians 4 and 6, which said, be careful for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, in everything. In other words, on my good days,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
on what seems to be my perfect day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
on when I get up in the morning, having all right days,
Pray.
Pray.
you pray to the Lord. Then in my bad day,
Pray.
Pray.
then when my children are going astray,
Pray.
when I get the pink slip,
Pray.
in everything, learn how to pray.
Yes, sir.
He said prayer and supplication. What do you mean in supplication? When you learn how to pray to God always, supplicating, make your petition known unto the Lord. And you'll find out even in your good days and your bad days, God is still right there by your side. Because just because we're Christians does not exempt us from the problem of this world. So, but when we run into the problem of this world, what separates the Christian from the non-Christian is we got God there to be there with us, who sent his son down here and showed the world whatever the world throw at you, my son has power over that. If it's sickness, the lady with the issue of blood. If it's a miracle, he turned water into wine. But why did he do it? Whatever he said do, you're going to have to learn how to do it. So here they are, doing the right thing. Asking this man of God to see, don't stop praying right now. Because they can see the Philistines coming to war against them. And asking him to pray to the Lord that he would save us out of the hand of the Philistines. They had been in the hands of the Philistines for 20 years, but when they go into war against them, then they're being slaughtered. So we thank God here that at least they know what to do. And thank God that God has a leader there that knows how to get to God. Because you got to know how to get to God, right?
That's right.
You just can't walk up to God.
That's right.
God not going to open no doors, just break into your life. But if you want to get to God, you got to know what is the key.
Right.
Prayer is the key.
Yeah.
But praying alone is not good enough. Prayer is the key to the kingdom. But there's something else that goes along with that. Faith is what unlocks the door.
Yeah.
I don't care how big the problem is, you got to know that I serve a God that's bigger than my problem. And I'm praying to get in, but if I'm praying and does not have no faith, you can't get the door. You got the key, but you still don't know how to get the door.
Yeah.
But they had a man here, a leader, not know how to get the door open. He was born for this. He was under the tutoring of Eli. He had been under this priest until God sent him out on the battlefield. And thank God that he prayed to the Lord. This is what you call intercessory prayer. See? And if we right with God, we can pray for somebody else. Whether we know it or not, that's where the church ought to be standing in the gap for the nation of America. Because if the church is right, God will bless this nation. I'm going to give you a scripture later on to let you know that I'm not just up here blowing no smoke. If God's people get right, God will bless this United States of America. Verse 9. And Samuel took a suckling lamb and offered it for a burnt offering, holy unto the Lord. And Samuel cried unto the Lord for Israel, not for himself. He cried to the Lord for Israel. And look what happened here. You need a leader that can get through. And don't put all of the leaders just because I'm the pastor. There ought to be plenty more here at this church that can get through. So he took a burnt offering, holy. And a burnt offering is a sin offering. See, sometimes the priest would not put all of the offering on the sacrifice. But in this case, he took the whole suckling lamb, put the whole thing on it. He was sending up a sin offering to God, a burnt offering. It said, and the Lord heard him. How did you know the Lord heard him? Because the whole offering was consumed by fire, which is somebody of the Lord. Keep in mind, this boy also is a priest, and he knew how to carry out priestly function. My brothers and my sisters, as Christians, we need to learn everything it takes to be a Christian. You don't naturally, automatically become no Christian.
That's right.
To become a Christian, you got to learn this, what's in the Bible. And when you learn what's in the Bible, then you start living what's in the Bible. So many people pray to God with tears in their eyes, crying like they don't believe God will answer their prayer. But you got to believe God is a prayer answering God. There's another thing you have to learn, you don't have to answer your prayer.
That's right.
He has a choice, he said, I can answer. I don't have to answer, or you're going to have to wait on me. But one thing you got to know, you got to be like the Hebrew boy. If he did not answer, it's not because he's not able to.
No, he ain't.
Because one thing I know about my God, he's able to do anything. He's able to do everything. That's the only one thing I know my God can't do. He cannot fail. So we find out here that this man knew how to prepare an offering. And he's doing all of this in the middle of the Philistine coming up on them. All this is going on while he's praying. He's not in no hurry. He's not scared. He's not being shaken. Now the people up here in verse 7 said that they was afraid. But this man going on preparing as Eli had taught him to do. While he sees them Philistines marching with their army, he's going to take time out to send up a burnt offering unto the Lord. In verse 10, and Samuel was offering up the burnt offering. The Philistines drew near. You see here? They drew near to battle against Israel. Oh, something get ready to happen.
Yep.
There's a word in there. With all this getting ready to go, but the Lord thundered with a great thunder on that day upon the Philistines.
Yep.
And this comforted them.
Smitten.
And they were smitten before Israel. Now keep in a few minutes ago, Israel was scared. And here they are, bold, marching, confident. We've taken them out twice. And they got the 12 nations, the 12 tribes are assembled together. So they get ready to make a big hit. It reminds you of the big hit that Samson put on when they brought all the downlords together. Now let's see where they can put really a dent on the nation of Israel. But it didn't just thunder, according to the lesson. It just didn't thunder like a thunder that you normally hear. But the scripture said it was a what? A great thunder on that day. And look what the thunder was on. It said the thunder was upon who? The Philistines.
Yeah.
And my brothers, it does not give any information on this thunder. But sometimes you have to let your mind take over. One of the most fearsome things is when the wind is blowing and when the clouds are rolling. And then you have some thundering, right? And then lightning hit. If that ever happened to you, it almost scare you out of your sight. It didn't say anything about no wind. It didn't say anything about no light. It didn't say anything about no, just the thunder. And God could make it thunder, and this is, I'm glad to tell you, this is how I see it. That when this thunder hit on this day, the whole earth that the Philistines was on trembled. It rocked their boat. It shook them up. Why? Because it said, the day upon the Philistines, and this confounded them, and they were smitten before Israel. What do you mean here? This confounded them. When this thing hit, they went into a panic. When this thing hit, they were stricken, they was confused, they didn't know what to do. And remember, a few verses ago, the nation of Israel was afraid. Look at how God is working. The enemy now is afraid. The enemy now is confused. The enemy now is stricken. The enemy now don't know what to do. Their whole plan have been blown out of proportion. And one writer said they dropped their weapons and just started running. And that's what happened to them. And they were smitten before Israel. Now, what do you mean they were smitten? That was some, from what I'm getting out of this, The fact that they were smitten, there was some had died behind this roar or something. You have to remember with this big army and all this confusion. Because there have been many times where they got their weapons and they start fighting each other. But it's one thing to start running and panic and falling down and crumbling over somebody killing them. But the main thing here was God stepped in. And why did God step in? Because God later prayed to him about this. And the people have put their trust in Samuel and telling Samuel, please don't stop praying for us today. Yeah. And the Lord heard his prayer. And look at the Lord is working in that kid bird. He said, but the Lord thundered a great thunder. When I thought about it, I could just see nothing. It didn't say no rain. It didn't say no water. It didn't say no light. Because God can make it thunder in your whole house and shit. This is the kind of God that we serve. He's an awesome God. He's a powerful God. He controls the thunder. He controls the light. He controls everything. He can make his earth rock and roll like a drunken man. And it's just good to have God on your side. And this is what's going on in our life. At one minute they was afraid. Now their enemies in this 10th verse is afraid. He said, the men of Israel went out to Meadow and pursued the Philistines and smote them. That's a Deacon Turner word. Smoked them until they came under Bethel. Didn't find any information on Bethel. I looked, and the only thing I came up is they were deep back headed toward their territory. Northern Philistine, on the run from God's people. We serve a mighty God. We serve a God who will take care of us. We serve a God that will put our enemy on the run. And before they did any kind of fighting, God had already went into their camp and he had confused them. He had troubled their mind. They were discomfited. They didn't know what to do. Coming to fight now. They may have been fighting against their own selves here. Out of fear because God had moved on the behalf of his people. And the men, 12, then Samuel took a stone and set it between Mesties and Shem and called the name of it Ebenezer, saying, hitherto had the Lord helped us. And that's what the name, but that word Ebenezer means. That means a stone where the Lord have helped us. And notice why he wanted to do that and name this place there. Is he wasn't taking no victory for his own sake. What he was doing is he was giving the glory to God. And he set this stone up to be a memorial for the nation of Israel. That one day when you bring your children through here, and they see this, want to know what's the meaning of this throne. Tell them about the thunder that happened on that day. Tell them when the Philistines and all of their armies was coming after their lords. Tell them what our Lord did. Tell them about the thunder. He just threw everything out of whack. And put them on the run, running over each other, killing each other. And one of the commentaries I read that they dropped their swords and just got on the run. Because they had never felt a thunder like this great thunder that the Lord put on them when Samuel prayed to the Lord. He's the same God today. As we learn how to lean and depend on him. And if we learn how to give him the glory and the praise for the victories that he will bring into our lives. We need to let the world know who he is.
Yep.
And we need to let the world know what God did for us.
Yep.
That one time we were just like everybody else in the world. But thank God that he thought enough about us to bring us to be part of his fold. And if God would do it for us, and I can speak to myself, if God would do it for me, he'll do it for anybody.
Yep.
That stone is where the Lord helped the Israelites, gave them triumphant victory over the Philistines. And from this point on, under the leadership of this man Samuel, the Philistines never rose up against the nation of Israel again. It wasn't Samuel, but it was the one that Samuel knew how to call upon.
That's right.
He was an ambassador for our Lord and God Almighty. Now, I told you something a few minutes ago about the power that we have, the church. We are the ones that got to pray to God. We see all this mess going on in our world today. They sit up in our face and tell us a lie about the coronavirus not even hurting nobody. 99%. It can't bring no harm to nobody. And you get your sitting up there looking at 123,000 people dead, over 500,000, and so many. We're breaking the record every day about how many new cases that we are having. All of this lying that's going on.
That's right.
But let me share something with you, because I told you a few minutes ago. We make the difference. Who are you talking about? We make the difference. Somebody find Psalm 33 and 12 and read it out loud. Psalm 33 and 12.
Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord.
Blessed is who?
The nation whose God is the Lord, and the people whom he had chosen for his own inheritance.
Blessed is
The nation.
the nation who God is the Lord,
Yes, sir.
and the people whom he had chosen for his own inheritance. God will bless a nation, is what the writer is saying here, who has been chosen for his inheritance. Who is that in 2020? It's not America. It's the church. And the church is setting in this nation America. And the scriptures is saying that God will bless this nation as long as we do what we are supposed to do.
That's right.
God will bless this nation. Now let me share something with you. We're not going to put all of this blame on our political leaders. Some of this blame can also go on the church. Because these was God's church people here who was sliding into adultery. Because some of these gods that they're talking about, they were God of prostitution and everything else. And the nation of Israel were right there. Like God can't see everything. But if God is telling us that he will bless a nation because of the people whom God had chosen, God made a choice out of us. But when you stop serving God in spirit and in truth, and you got to know what it means to worship God. 60 days a week, God tells you to do and enjoy all of my creation. But on one day, what I want you to do is come in and praise my holy name. LeBron James told him he didn't know if he wanted to play no basketball if there's no people in the crowd. What is it about the people in the crowd? He wants that praise. He got the money. What was it about Muhammad Ali when he would not stop boxing? He loved to go in there and receive that praise. What was it about Mike Tyson when he stopped knocking everybody out and started going around and have to bite somebody's ear out? He wanted that praise. God wants praise. God wants us to worship Him. God wants us to thank Him in everything. Give thanks to God. Learn how to worship. Learn how to praise God. And after you get to worshiping Him and praising Him on Sunday morning, the rest of the week I want you to go out and do what? Somebody help me. Serve me. How you going to serve Him? The stuff that you learn, live that before the Word. And I think that this is why we come up short. We've gotten too content, we're too happy, we're too satisfied with what we have instead of praising God. So let's not put it all on the political leaders. Let's not put it all on the people. Because God rejected them, the nation of Israel thought that God had left them, but their way of life caused them to be separated from God. They had started putting worldly things ahead of God. That's what's going on in our nation, including our church. And when we don't learn out of this Bible, when we can't learn how to live right, when we can't handle the situation that the world throw at us, when Satan want to catch us to make us just wearing that name of a Christian and act any kind of way in the presence of the Word. We can't hurt the church, but by us supposed to be a representative, we put on a bad picture to the Word. And my brother and my sister, when God catches us doing like that, you see what happened to the nation of Israel. They experienced the wrath of God. And when we don't live right, when we don't honor what God did for us, we're going to end up experiencing the wrath of God. Samuel, he had it right. Samuel had a game plan for this lesson. The first order of his business was to bring, make sure you hear this, the first order of this leader's business was to bring the whole 12 tribe of nation of Israel together. What are you doing there? God's first order for His church is for us to do what? Be together. Be on one accord. Serving Him in spirit and in truth. And that was the first thing He did. Called the tribe to bring them together. God wants His church to be together. Look at America. Is she together? When we got a man talking about we, when he's talking to the nation, he's talking about we. Who are we? He's talking about they. And then he talks about I. And we know who it's about, the Lord. And we got the power through prayer to God. He tells us not to always be so hard on our people in high places, but to pray for them. And if we get right and pray for them, don't you know God will put them in place? God is looking at this big picture, my brothers and my sisters. And if we want to change in here, every time they think that they got this virus under control, it hit them a different way. They're talking about 6 feet, now they're talking about 12 feet. They talking about it, the drops go down. Now they said the drops just, they cannot figure this thing out. Why? Because God is not ready for it to be figured out.
That's right.
And mutated.
And if you want to ask my opinion about it, because we have not repented and we have not gotten right with God yet. Until we repent of our wrongdoing and get right with the Lord, this virus is going to continue to plague our nation. And we keep playing with it, being disobedient. We're going to fool around and get hit with something that's going to shatter the world. My brother and my sister, we need to learn how to get it together. And remember, God sent them a man to lead them.
Yes, he did.
Our nation needs leaders.
Yes.
It needs leaders in a high place. It needs leaders in the church that's going to lead God's people according to God's word. And it's time for us to find out. We have to follow good leadership. Samuel was the one that did all of this, praying to God. And verse 7 tells us they were scared to death when they saw the Philistines. And while they got all this fear, he's taking his time preparing a sacrifice to the Lord. And this burnt offering was a sin offering. The Lord forgive them of their sin. We need to ask the Lord for forgiveness of sin in America. America is full of sin. You can't sit up and see two men on television kissing each other. We living in an unjust society
Yes, sir.
like we've never seen before. It's nothing just about telling a man that you work on a job for $7 an hour and you can't find a house, nowhere to live under $900 a month. You telling a man to work for $7 an hour and cars $27,000, $30,000, $40,000. And to drive the car, you gotta have insurance on it. It's not just when you gotta insure your family making $7 an hour, and you got yourself and 2 or 3 children costing $400 a month. My brother and my sister, we are living in an unjust society. We don't want to just talk about unjust toward black. Yeah, that's unjust toward black, but that's unjust everywhere. It's unjust. You got people sitting on the sidewalk. I asked my wife when we come down here, right there by Jovine, an elderly lady sitting out there in a wheelchair, begging. This shouldn't be. And when Jesus came, the same thing was happening when he came. And who was he concerned about? He was concerned about the poor. He was concerned about the sick. And I heard this week, we talking about totally doing away with Obamacare. And we got sickness like we never had before.
Right.
It's something wrong with our justice system. Poverty, sickness, homeless. Yeah, we got all these other people up here lying, stealing, taking. And the line between the rich and the poor is getting wide. And more are getting rich. And they have enough riches that where if they shared it with the whole world, we could do away with all of this. But we need to be praying to God. And remember that Psalm 33 and 12. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, and the people whom he has chosen for his own inheritance. We have the power to change, to pray, and try to live right. And more than anything, ask the Lord to help us in everything we do. And the main thing, and I'm going to close it down here, when we learn how to worship God
That's right.
in spirit We learn how to worship God in truth. And we have to be careful. We can get caught up traditionally that I'm going to go down there every Sunday. That's a dangerous thing. This is what happened to the nation of Israel. Yeah, I want to go to church. So at that point, the church can become just like the Ark of the Covenant. Because all of the Ark at that time was a rabbit foot, was a lucky charm. And the thing that Samuel told, it's not about no Ark of the Covenant. This is how this lesson goes. It's not about that Ark. You think you're going to get victory in it. If you want victory from the Lord, you got to repent, get right with God, live right, and watch God bless the whole nation of Israel.
It worked for you.
In the entire tenure of this man Samuel, the nation of Israel was in good standing with the Lord. Why? Because they had a great leader. They had a good man that would lead them. God is still giving good leaders. That's one in our lesson on tonight. We always want to pray to the Lord.
All right.
Father God, to the God of our Lord and our Savior Jesus Christ. Father, you shared another great lesson with us on tonight. A lesson dealing with a leader that was born into this world. A leader that the mother asked you for him, and in return she gave it back to you.
Yes, yes.
A leader that learned under the leadership of Eli, the priest. A leader that led your people. And the first thing he revealed to them, they had took their trust out of you and put it into the Ark of the Covenant. And Father, I hope that we don't never get the building, the church house, and just come into church. But we have something to do. We have to live right. We have to pray right. We have to be right in you. And we can make a difference in this world. If we live right, we pray right, we do the thing that you tell us to do. And Lord, I pray that this lesson would help us all. Help us bring victory. When we know that what we are going through, we're praying for your churches, praying for your leaders of the churches. We're praying for political leaders of this great nation, America. And then we're praying for the leaders all over the world.
Amen.
Lord, would you touch them in your own way? Because I feel in my spirit, there's nothing going to change about what you're doing until we get right with you. But Lord, we need you to help us to get right. And in return for getting us right, we want to give all of the glory, all of the victory to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. And in these days we're living in, Lord, we need your Spirit now to help us to reveal what you would have us to do in these dark days that we're living in. Thank you for this lesson. Thank you for Samuel. Thank you that the people listen to Samuel. And I pray that you would shape and mold your churches that we could be like what we learned in this lesson. That you could thunder, you could roar thunder, and set wrong right.
Yes.
Blessed name of Jesus, this is our prayer.